Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Nothing says eat the rich like flying first class, huh? Nothing says I'm just a regular person just like you, standing up to the rich, elitist class, like separating yourself from the commoners as you sit in your separate, luxurious $1,000 plus seat. It's always the same friggin' story. These leftoids go around talking about equality or the extreme inequalities of society, screaming about the evil rich, pretending to fight for the working class, but behind the scenes, it's all a frickin' con. They preach about revolution while living like royalty. They claim to hate capitalism, but are the first to climb the very system and enjoy the luxuries of the capitalist system as they pretend to oppose it. Oh, we hate capitalism, but we'll reap every last reward from it. Folks, this democratic socialist movement is not a movement. It's a hustle. It's a frickin' grift, an ideological brand of socialism designed to get rich off of poor people's anger. And right on cue, here comes the face of that left-wing grift, none other than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Once again proving the illusion, another PR disaster for everybody's favorite woke socialist revolutionary. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so take a look at this. The New York Post just released this article. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez flies first class to Bernie Sanders' Fight the Oligarchy rally as critics pan lefty politician for battling inequality one mimosa at a time. This is the photo that the New York Times got their hand on, and the individual who took the photo said nothing says power to the people like ignoring voters looking to say hello and reclining in first class while tweeting about income inequality. The flyer who took the photo told the Post, claiming that AOC did not respond to friendly comments once she sat down. AOC is fighting the system, one first-class mimosa at a time, said the passenger Tracy, who was from Brooklyn and was sitting in the economy cabin. Yup, AOC, champion of the poor, defender of the everyday worker, was just spotted flying in first class. So while she lectures you about inequality and late-stage capitalism, she's reclining with a glass of wine in the luxurious section, safely separated from the dirty peasants and economy. How convenient is that? She's built her entire persona on being just like you, right? Remember the bartender story? She's just a working class person from the Bronx. But obviously it's a grift, because the moment she was granted that opportunity, she walked right through that freaking door. I mean, she bolted through that freaking door, soaking in the spotlight and all the benefits that follow. And now, of course, we know she's living in luxury, in her Bosch DC condo, with a rooftop infinity pool, driving a Tesla, stacking the freaking Benjamins, going on speaking tours, wearing designer clothes, all while preaching about how you should tighten your belt and of course accept higher taxes. And her favorite motto, eating the rich, which funnily enough is another capitalist grift. Remember when she made all kinds of money selling those Eat the Rich t-shirts?
Check this out. I look spectacular in this. I was walking on the beach earlier today. Everybody wants to buy this off me. I got this from the official AOC site. Now let's talk about gross margins. Check this out. Official AOC shop. I paid $67.22 for this. I'm gonna guess she lands this or basically for, I don't know, $6. It's fleeceware. And $5 for shipping. That's 85% gross margin. Listen, you know what this proves? Inside of every socialist, there's a capitalist screaming to get out.
Yeah, she's in the camp that claims that capitalism is irredeemable, but apparently it's just redeemable enough to upgrade her seat to first class and upgrade her lifestyle. And it's so funny to watch all the far-left white knights come to her defense. We got this bootlicker online who responded to one of these AOC posts and says, members of Congress rack up airline points, and AOC's partner is a successful tech guy. It's not surprising that an insanely famous person may want some privacy. Okay, I got it. She's a leftist superstar now, and clearly she can't be bothered to be sitting next to all the smelly working class people who pay her salary. What an absolute self-own. She wants privacy because now she's elite. In other words, she's become the exact thing that she demonizes. And you know, it's got me thinking of this comparison, because we've got people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez who are on the far left of the spectrum, and then we've got people like Javier Milei, a literal libertarian, full-blown neo-narco-capitalist, who's the Argentinian president. He's the guy who believes in free markets, personal responsibility, slashing the bureaucratic state, He's supposed to be the evil capitalist, right? But he's the one who's flying economy with the regular people. No upgraded seat, no I'm famous excuse. Just a man of the people walking the walk. Yeah, the difference couldn't be more obvious. The supposed evil capitalists of the world seem more down to earth than these freaking socialists. We've got these socialists drinking champagne and eating caviar while preaching about struggle, and the hardcore capitalist president flying coach and connecting with the people. It's always the same left-wing scam. And I'm not going to sit here and claim that it's unacceptable to enjoy the fruits of your labor, because I'm as hardcore of a capitalist as anybody else. I'm not going to deny the fact that I love luxury. I love nice hotels and nice restaurants and nice cars. But again, I'm not the person talking about the evils of capitalism and how we need to eat the rich. And I just think that you should be ideologically consistent if you're promoting this commie gobbledygook.
No offense, but it sounds like some commie gobbledygook.
From AOC to Bernie Sanders. Bernie's always going on and on about the millionaire class. Or wait, no, sorry. Initially it was the millionaire class, right? But then he himself became a millionaire. And so he switched his rhetoric from the millionaire class to the billionaire class.
Do I own 3 residences? Yeah, I do. I live here in Burlington, Vermont. We live in a middle-class neighborhood, nice house. And I own a home in Washington, D.C., as do most senators. You live there. And guess what? Like many thousands of people in the state of Vermont, I have a summer camp. It's a nice one on Lake Champlain. Now, how did I get the money? You're right. I wrote 2 best-selling books, including this book on capitalism. Also, another book was a youth book. And I make, $175,000 a year. And that's more or less how I became the zillionaire that I am.
And we've got the Hassan Pikers of the world, a self-described communist who lives in a $3 million mansion in the Hollywood Hills, who's got a wardrobe full of designer gear. I don't think I've ever seen the guy leave his house without a full designer setup. His typical outfit usually looks like it's worth more than your average American's monthly frickin' salary. And of course, the self-described communist who's driving a $200,000 electric Porsche. Yeah, nothing says eat the rich like designer clothes, multi-million-dollar mansions, and flashy sports cars. All while, of course, benefiting from the capitalist system, making millions of dollars from advertisements as he works from his computer, while his underpaid staffers cook and clean his house.
Because I was shocked, frankly, when I saw her. So I asked him questions. I was like, I think she's undocumented, which is, I don't know for sure, but that was my impression, because he said he got the recommendation from someone he knows. And not that there's anything, in my opinion, wrong with hiring undocumented workers for certain things, but it's funny because people say, oh, Ethan's being sued by his employee. And now he's talking about Hassan has a migrant. Well, I'll tell you this, at least my employee can sue me. His undocumented worker has no legal recourse. He's just got to shut up and smile.
It's a frickin' scam. These people don't want to lift the poor. They want to weaponize poverty for personal gain. It's not about equality, it's about control. They're not interested in building a better future for you. They want to build their own empires and their own fame, their own platforms on your plight. And that's why these people can't win. Because if they ever did get their way, if they actually did get to implement their glorious vision of equity-based socialism, well, you'd be the one in the bread line while they eat their filet mignon with silver cutlery. You'd be the one slaving away, doing hard labor for the people, while they get to play dress up at the Met Gala. It's all a big con. And every time they fly first class or buy another $1 million mansion, more and more designer clothes, the mask slips just a little bit more. Don't fall for it, folks. These people are not heroes. They're clowns attempting to manipulate your struggle to boost their own brand. It's not activism, it's self-promotion. AOC's no hero. In fact, she's never even passed legislation. She is literally the least productive member of Congress who has never even had a bill reach the floor. Don't fall for the socialist con. They're not selling you an equity-based utopia. They're selling you a Soviet nightmare. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.